also ought to have been struck out. Why is it still there? Now let us go to number 2. Number 2 say that you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as a member and the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, commit act of terrorism. Do you understand? Are you people hearing? They are using the word commit. Commit act of terrorism against the Federal Republic of Nigeria by making broadcast with intention to threaten members of the public with sit-at-home order. Now, my people, what is different between the number 1 and number 2? This is the problem. Repetition. So I want you to answer this question. What is the difference between number 1 and number 2 charges? Nothing. They are the same. The same thing. Intimidation with intent to intimidate the population and with intent to threaten members of the public with sit-at-home order. My people, what is the difference here? That he made a broadcast with intent to intimidate the population, and then number 2, with intent to threaten members. What is the difference between intimidation and threatening? What is the difference between threatening members of the public and intimidating the population? So it is the intent to intimidate and the intent to threaten has become terrorism act. So threatening people, let us even in definition of threat, you are threatening people. If you go and threaten somebody, you have become terrorist. That is why, if you all remember, one time ago, I was when they say they have amended the Terrorism Act and stuff like that. How many of you remember when I made that exposition? When I said that a criminal carrying gun is now a terrorist. Do you, how many of you remember when I made that analysis? I said, even an armed robber. Now, what I'm trying to tell you that now is that if you carry gun and go and do armed robbery, you have become a terrorist. How many of you remember when I did that exposition? Because you see, if you follow this our program, you are going to learn a lot. Because everything I have analyzed that time is what you see now. How many of you remember when I was telling you that Nigeria have changed the meaning of armed robbery? That now, if you go and carry gun, you have become a terrorist. If you do this, you have become terrorist. I know many of you remember. Okay? That is what is happening here. How can a threat become the act of terrorism? I am asking you people, but even what I am saying now, Binta Nyanko did not remove the number 1 and number 2. So how does threat with sit-at-home order become terrorism? It doesn't need grammar. You don't need grammar. So my question is, if they tell you they are striking out, they have struck out 8, it was because the prosecutors have no case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is because there is no case whatsoever. That is why you see them writing these things. Because there is no case. There is no case. That is why you see them telling you that threatening people on Radio Biafra is the act of terrorism. And which I don't even know what they mean by threat. That is why they tell you the intimidating people have become the act of terrorism. So you are going to sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for intimidating people. You sentence him to terrorism under Terrorism Act. My people, do you see that without these things being strike out completely, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never get justice in Nigeria? And that's why a lot is going to happen. Because I know that millions of Nigerians that are following him, I'm not even talking about Biafra now, millions of Nigerians, like the indigenous people in Nigeria that are following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they're going to, a lot is going to happen. This particular act of miscarriage of justice will come with consequences. I am telling you. It's going to come with consequences. Now, let us go to number 3. Number 3, read. Count 3. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu make broadcast where he declare himself a member and leader of IPOB, a group where Nigeria government don't ban. You see, number 3 is just telling you the number 3 is still there. If Binta Nyako can say that IPOB is not a proscribed group until Nigeria court say otherwise, why did she then allow number 3 to continue to be there? The number 3 is charging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for being a member and the leader of a group that has been proscribed in Nigeria. So if Binta understand and continue to maintain and affirm that IPOB, as a matter of law, is not a proscribed group because the case is not final, why did they not remove the number 3? Why is number 3 still there? I am asking you a question. Why is the number 3 still there? I want people to answer this question. I want Binta Nyako to answer the question. Number 3 of the charges say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made a broadcast and declared himself a member of IPOB and the leader of a group that has been banned in Nigeria. So who banned IPOB? Who banned IPOB in Nigeria? Because as far as we are concerned, and as far as our Nigerian law and court is concerned, and as far as our Judge Binta Nyako is concerned, IPO is not a banned group until court decide. Okay? So, that is number 3. Do you see the reason why everything is nonsense? Somebody is calling my attention about what Soludo said about the criminals attacking Anambra come from other Southeast state. That is nonsense. Nobody listening to that again. Those kind of Soludo is just coming to the picture today. He don't know how far we have gone. So maybe what is happening now, we teach Soludo lesson. How far the Biafra movement have gone. Soludo coming to say that the people committing crime in Anambra come from other state. We don't have business with people committing crime in Anambra state. And you must not be saying that people committing crime in Anambra coming from other state. If they come from other state, go after them. Do you know who they are? You go after them. Why are you bringing Biafra and people committing crime in Anambra state to Biafra struggle? Why are you bringing people committing crime in Anambra state to linking them to people coming from other Southeast state? Because you play the card, it will fail you. Tell Soludo, if he want to play the card of the criminals in the DOS, because that is what they claim. They always claim that they are the superior, they are from a superior place and other people are criminals and all that. If Soludo think that he want to play that card, let him play the card. And let us see how the card is going to help him. It is, you can't divide Biafra again. Telling somebody that criminal come from Imo State, criminal come from Delta State, criminal come from Ebonyi State, criminal come from Enugu State. Oh, the people committing crime in Anambra come from Abia State. It doesn't help anybody. It will only destroy the small prestige you have. Because as it stands now, no Biafra is ready to listen to anything that will divide us. So if you have a criminal is a criminal. A criminal don't have a state. He is not representing any state. If you see somebody that is a criminal, the criminal is not stealing for the state. The criminal is stealing for himself. So if you see a criminal, arrest the criminal and treat the criminal as who he is. Do not generalize the criminal that a criminal are Biafra and the Biafra is a criminal, or that Enugu people are criminal, or that Ebonyi people are criminal, or that Abia State are criminal. If you see a criminal, treat the criminal. Catch the criminal and treat the criminal. Or are you telling me that people from Anambra are not in other states committing crime? Have any governor come to tell you that, oh, the people committing crime are not? Because we have passed that stage. Soludo, you say that you are not a regular politician. You maintain that your irregularity politician that you are. Maintain it. Do not cross the line. That you can't come as a governor, be telling us that people committing crime in Anambra come from a particular state in the southeast. What nonsense. Tell the state now, tell us which state the criminal come from, whether it is the state that is sending them. Tell us the state. But let me tell Soludo that everything, since you say that you are going to fight against Biafra, that Biafra is your problem, the Fulani send you to come and sit at home, that we are doing for the release of Mazinanda, not just for the release of Mazinanda alone, but for the freedom of Biafra. And you say it is your problem, then it will be your problem. Because people that are giving you hope and advising you will advise you to hellfire. I am telling you, they will advise you to hellfire because you cannot win ideology with gun. You said it yourself. You can't win an ideology with gun. It didn't come from me. You said it. So continue. Continue to play the card of a state and divide and conquer. Continue to play the card until when you see, every day you come out, you open your mouth, you say nonsense. Biafra are getting more angry. So Biafrans are getting more angry. So continue to say it. Continue to say it. Now we continue. We are going to number 4. Number 4, can 4 say? So you now remember that the number 3, the count 3 against Mazina Vicano is not a case. So number 1 and number 2 is the same. Number 3 doesn't have any meaning because Bintanyako herself said that IPOB is not a prescribed group because the case is not final and you can't charge somebody under a crime or under any kind of thing that is still pending in court. So you cannot indict somebody with that kind of thing, like what they are doing here. So this number 1, from 1 to 3 is out of point. You cannot, charge Mazinam the canon from number 1, from count 1 to count 3. Now let us go to number count 4 and see what it says. That you, Mazinam the canon, make broadcast where you encourage members of the public to get security officers. You see, it is the same thing. Encourage to kill Nigeria security officers. It is the same thing. You make brokers to intimidate. You make brokers, and here they say, where you threaten, you encourage. The imagine that you cannot make a broadcast to encourage people to. How does that become the act of terrorism? How does that become the act of terrorism? How does that amount to treason? And what is the business of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? That policemen are being killed. When he creates awareness to the people that police are killing their brothers and sisters, their women, their wife, and their children, it is everywhere. Evidences are bound. How does that become the problem of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You see, so so when you look at when they say they have dropped 8 charges, they have dropped this one, they have dropped this one, they are dropping it because it doesn't make sense. Just like the one that is remaining now did not make sense. Now, let us go to number 5. Number 5 say that you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, make broadcast where you encourage the public to attack officers of the Nigeria police. What is the difference between number 4 and number 5? Repetition. Repetition. Jesus Christ. We are now in number 5, and still yet there is no charge against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Did you hear that? Repeat, the number 5 is the same thing as number 4. Because what? There is no single evidence and there is no thing against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is no crime. So they are now changing the word. The other one, they say encourage to kill officer. The other one, they say encourage to attack. So what is the difference between attack and kill? You see, what is the difference between attack and kill? In the same indictment, you are charging somebody. So I am telling you, 4 and 5 is the same. It is just a repetition. They repeated the same thing. The other one, they say attack and kill. The other one, they say the other one, they say attack. The other one, they say encourage the public to kill. So why don't you then say, let us even say that you want to combine everything? Why don't you just make a broadcast, and the broadcast he is encouraging people to do this, and then let us begin to argue it. Why do you come and say he encourages to attack? Number 1, number 4, number 2, number 5, he encourages to kill, and it becomes different charges. When they hear this kind of thing, that count 1 to count 100, everybody, wow, count 1 to count 100 charges, wow, this case is serious. They hear from count 1 to count 15, oh my God, federal government of Nigeria have added 15 charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People will hear it, you will think that is a case. And then they say they have dropped 8 charges now, it remaining 7. And you say, oh my God, you mean that the charges is now 8? Oh my God, 8 charges, a whole 8 charges. They say, I'm not showing, so I need to refresh. I'm back. So you will hear that. One moment. So you will hear that they have 8 count charges. You will shout, "Oh my God!" 8 count charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Oh my God! Now, when you look at the 8 charges, it is just 1 charge, and the only charge you can have is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made a broker, which is not a crime, which is not punishable under Nigerian law. Let me tell you, in 1983, Nigeria abolished what we call sedition. Sedition. It is called sedition. So this thing you are seeing and you hearing here, you made a broadcast. is not even supposed to be mentioned in these charges. So mentioning broadcast here, made this whole thing void. I'm not talking about under American law. I'm talking about under Nigeria law. Under Nigeria criminal law, you cannot mention even broadcast a radio and say, and then you want to charge somebody, for that. It is called sedition. And the sedition has been abolished in Nigerian law since 1983. You cannot try somebody and convict anybody for sedition. So I don't understand whether you people understand what I'm saying, but of course the legal team know what But my concern is why they are now dropping these frivolous and nonsense charges, and they did not drop. We have addressed from 1 to 5 now. Why is it still there? Why are they still saying broadcast? Because the broadcast is the same thing as the sedition. It is not punishable. You cannot sentence anybody for sedition in Nigeria. It has been abolished. What I am saying today is not. You all know this is a public. This is a live. We have almost 19,000 people watching here. 19,000 people watching this program now. You know what 19,000 people is? 19,000 people is like when you go to the stadium in Lagos, okay? You go to the stadium in Lagos and the stadium is full. I don't know what is the capacity of Lagos Stadium? Is it 10,000 or 20,000? I don't know. So, but anyway, you know what it means. 19,000 people are watching this program now, live and direct. 4,700 on YouTube. YouTube alone have 4,700. So I cannot just come here and start talking rubbish. So why are they still having 7 count charges? Now we have addressed from 1 to 5. Let us go to number 6. Number 6, which is number 13 of the charges. He said, you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, made a broadcast where you encourage members of the public to burn down every federal government facility for Lagos, were led by the major economic loss of federal government. Why? And they are now charging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for NSAS. Can you people hear that? NSAS that has a very different connection to it. That the entire Nigerians rose up against impunity of the anti-robbery special squad, or what they call them. How does that got to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? When Nigeria killed people for protesting, and it was when they killed the people for protesting that this violence started. So how does Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now become the convener of NSAS protest? Are you people here? Are you people see what I'm seeing? So this particular NSAS is not even supposed to be here in the first place. What is the NSAS? What has NSAS got to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? All Nigeria were protesting, and he protested. If you can say that his podcast was a protest, okay, he's protested. So how many of the NSAS participants have you now charged for terrorism? It's a question. Instead of bringing him as a victim, you are charging him for being part of a protest. So what is it doing? What is the protest doing in the charge of terrorism? You see, my people, that is from number 1 to number 6. So you see, all this while they have nothing against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So in the 2015, when he was arrested, molested, they put him in prison without no reason. Because even the one they are charging him now is just the one that happened yesterday. The one that happened yesterday. So ordinarily, all the from count 1 to count 5 or so was the one that you say, I don't even know when that one happened, because all these things happened just yesterday. So what was the reason to arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 2015? I am asking you people, what was that reason why they arrested Mazi Nnamdi? Because everything they are saying here now did not happen in 2015. Why he was arrested, incarcerated, and they want to kill him in 2017. So the question now, if all the charges now is what happened between 2020 and 2021, what was the reason for arresting him in 2015? They say he brought transmitter. Jesus Christ. So importing transmitter have become the act of terrorism. My people, look at this thing now. Look at this thing. I want the legal team to know, because you know, nobody knows it all. Okay, the camera is shaking because of my movement, so I'm sorry about that. If what you are charging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now is what happened in 2020 and 2021, what was the reason for arresting him in 2015? Radio transmitter. So it was because of radio transmitter that you send the military to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the 28 people died for radio transmitter. Transmitter that we, the autopilot in IPOB, transmitter. We have transmitter in Imo State. We have transmitter in Abia State. We have transmitter in Enugu State. We have transmitter in Ebonyi State. We are going to, our transmitter in Anambra State is coming. Ordinary transmitter is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to prison for. Hey, Ndibo. And this is what somebody will, my people, I said, all this while, I have not touched this area. Because if you remember when all this thing started, I said, I am not going to talk, and we are going to be making exposition on this, until it sink into Binto Nyako's head. At least she can now understand that, IPOB is not prescribed yet. The case is nobody has prescribed IPOB. So that one is what we have now, out of the exposition. Because don't think that they know. Okay? That is the thing. Don't think that they know. Most of these things that are happening today, they are getting it from our exposition. So they don't know it all. So when you think that what this exposition we are doing, analysis we are doing is not making sense, it's making sense to the people that are handling this case. So they are getting one or two things from us. So do not think that we are not making impact. We are making the impact. So I'm telling Peter Nyako now that so the question now is that I am telling you entire Biafra. I have read from 1 to 6 now, remaining 1, and that one has to do with transmitter. So it means that this whole thing of 2015, there was no crime. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed nothing. They have nothing against him. Now let us go to number 7. Number 7 say, which is number 15. The number 7 have become number 15, which says, you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, import radio transmitter known as Tram 50L and hide it inside container for ubili uzo for ubili isi uzo for Ihala, local government of local government area of Anambra State. This is written in broken, so that you bring a transmitter and you hide it in Ihala local government of Anambra State. So after all this while, all these years of terror against our people, all these years of killing, all these years of attempted assassination of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the only thing Nigeria government have against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is that he brought transmitter. You see the reason why they are not ready to go to court. I am telling you today, they will never present Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court because even Afugo never was the case. So when they come and tell you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jump bail, he jump bail for importing transmitter. Jesus Christ. My people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jump bail for importing transmitter. Transmitter. Oguna. Every other charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today started from 2020 and 2021. No be juju be that. No be juju be that. So what they did was to sell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. To sell him. People who knew that he was in Kenya, they collected money and give information. And we know, no matter how you think about it, it can never be more than the people that concealed it. Cannot concealed it. He knew. They collected money to sell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for this election that is coming. Nigeria government spent money to go to Kenya with private jet. Paid the kidnappers, paid everybody, paid private jet, bring him to Nigeria. Only for transmitter. My people, is transmitter a contraband? I am asking you, is transmitter a contraband? Did Nigeria government ban the importation of transmitter? Do you understand what I'm saying? Is there any law in Nigeria law that say transmitter is a contraband? Okay, let us agree. If you show me where Nigeria law say that Nigeria have banned people from importing transmitter, telecommunication gadget, that is a contraband, ban it. Now, show me in the Nigeria law, what is the punishment? No, I am asking you, if importing transmitter is a crime, it can never be a crime. The highest thing you say is that is a contraband. That So let us even agree that, or let us assume that importing transmitter, that transmitter itself is a contraband. So my question now is, if transmitter is a contraband, what is the punishment for importing transmitter? Let us go there. So it is because of importing contraband of transmitter, that is, if a transmitter is a contraband, is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in 2015, put in prison confinement for 2 years. For 2 years. He was put on bail and released And the military came to his house to kill 28 people for importing transmitter. My people, this is the reason why every Biafra must rise up against anybody that say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be killed, that say that he must not get justice, that say that, why is he here, why is he there? So I want you people now to understand, and let me tell you, and we will go further to explain more in days to come. Because I have going at the business now. It is now the business of analysis and interpretation. One Biafra, thank you for your support. We appreciate you. One name, thank you so much for your strength. Please, Biafra should know that we have 50 men and 5 lions in you. Thank you very much. We give thanks to God. We are with you. The generation say no to bribe, and we will be free. That freedom will be more valuable than gold. Exactly. Exactly. I agree with you. Bribe is not in our dictionary. Our dictionary don't know what is bribe. So, Biafra, for the very first time, you are actually hearing and having a clear picture. Because I think that this is the time. This is the first time you are hearing, a clear picture of what is happening and how the Nigeria government are, treating our leader and Biafra people at large. It is with impunity, and we cannot accept that. We cannot accept that. So, in all these things I have just said now, the only crime, or if there is a crime at all, the only reason for now why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in 2015 was, which is not a crime under Nigeria law. And if transmitter is a crime under Nigeria law, tell us what is the punishment for importing transmitter. Okay. Alenoro Kolo, thank you very much for super chat. We appreciate you. I fear who no fear you at Simon. You are Odogu Promax. We give glory to God. That is why when we touch that is why it is always, we always warn anybody before you come to attack us. That is why we will always warn anybody. If you think that you want to attack us, you must get ready. First of all, you go to your village and consult your dibia and native doctors and all that, and then you ask them question. If they tell you to go, then you go and start attacking us. But man, they not the same man until man take an IC. So our hands are clean, and we are under the anointing of God, and God is always on the throne. So when we talk, so a lot of people are expecting me to react to some idiot. I'm not going to react to some idiot. I don't have time for that, because what we are doing now is more important. Underground work is ongoing, is more important than coming to engage on stupid people. So those who think that they are native doctors and they have power, monopoly to do people this, do people that, I will tell them to not waste it on Simon Ekpa. Otego, Simon Ekpa, Otego Mokeni. Don't waste it on Simon Ekpa, because you are wasting your money. It will not work on me. It's not by bragging, it's God. So use that your juju and do it to the people of Fulani. Let us deal with them. Put your power there. Don't put it to Simon Ekpa, because you are going to fail and you will be disgraced. The more you attack me, the more strength and powerful I become. That is my own power. My food is attack. You see? How many of you have watched? How many of you have watched the Avengers? Is this the Avengers or something like that? Chidozie Onyemelukwe, thank you for your super chat. We appreciate you. The UK government lectured W. Bush for Guantanamo and extraordinary rendition, but today they remain mute to said crime against a British national. Hypocrites. Yes, we know that's what they are because of the oil. So, how many of you have watched this is it Avenger or something? You know, the Avenger is this man. What is the name? The man that gets some stone. When he put his hand, the power will come. It will do brrr. That is. You see, I'm just giving you a secret. That is who I am. Any day you attack me and blackmail me and call me criminal, my power increase. The more you write press release against Simon Ekpa, the more my power increase, and the more you are going down. Thank you very much, Thanos. The name of that in Avenger is Thanos. So he was looking for the 5 stones. So when he get this one, he put it. The power will come like this. He get another one, he put it. The power. So the more you write rubbish against Simon Ekpa, the more power I get, the more strength I get, the more you go down. I am telling you, and it is going to happen to Soludo. Soludo will be the most rubbish governor ever, and he will be the last governor of Anambra State before Biafra come. Go and mark my word. Soludo will be the last governor of Anambra State. So if he think that what I'm saying is a lie or is a joke or is just a word of a stupid person from Finland, he can continue to brand us criminals when he have nothing against us. He can continue to brand Biafrans. He don't know that the autopilot are the original Biafra people. Every other person, they are criminals. We have expelled them. So if Soludo think that he call us a faction of the IPOB, we are not faction. We are the main IPOB. So if Soludo think that he can brand us criminal, let him continue to brand us criminal. But I'm telling him that the more he call us criminal, the more he go down. The more his government will be rubbished. I'm not saying it. This is going to happen like this because it has happened to a lot of people. Those who say I am their problem, I will be their problem. Because the more you attack me, the more Biafra people will come for you. Let me tell you what is going on today. What is going on today against Soludo government is not different from what happened for the past 8 months. Soludo pick up now from where they stop. Every day is that guy. That is another fashion in Finland that the guy in Finland is leading. These people, they are criminals. We have asked them to come and brace this and brace that. I have told Soludo, we are not criminals. If you have any criminal, go after the criminals and arrest them. We are Biafra, genuine people, and we don't have anything to do with whatever you are happening in your state. Look around you. Look around your political opponent and leave us alone. Allow us to have the civil disobedience that we are having. If it pains you, you as a governor, as a stakeholder in Nigeria, you work for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because you see what I have just read to you now. Soludo say he don't know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for. So today, I have now shown you what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for. And they are not charges. It is as stupid charges as anything can be. So ordinarily, you will be asking yourself, what is then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doing in DSS dungeon? Nothing. Complete nothing. On this note, I want to inform Biafrans that the person that was scamming my name have once again changed the page to Voice of Biafra. That person is not ready to stop. He have changed the page, both the Facebook page and the YouTube, to Voice of Biafra. And please, the person, those people that he collected money from, please, you are going to make sure you forward those things to me, and we are going to retrieve your money, and he will face criminal charges for using my name to defraud you. And I am also calling on him this evening to delete, if he can't change the page to his name, he is not the voice of Biafra. He must change that particular voice of Biafra. I am calling you, Inyama Collins, to change from the voice of Biafra. You are not voice of Biafra. You have a name. You have a name. You have a name, and you have defrauded people with that page under my name and my picture. So you are not voice of Biafra. Your intent is still to defraud people. So I am putting it to you this night, because and there is nothing you can do to avoid being persecuted, because the people that paid you money into account. Rafael Ajare called me yesterday to say, oh, it is not Inyama. Inyama is saying it is not him. Oh my God. Inyama is saying it's not him. Can he put him on call? I said, I don't need you to put anybody on call. If he say he's not the one, he should wait for the authorities when they contact him. And then also, he should also remember that somebody paid money to him. So if the money goes to account, or if the money collected, or if he collected the money through account, we are going to find out who owns that account. We are going to turn every stone to get him. And at the end of the day, I will sit on this particular platform to tell Biafrans the story at the end of the day. So let him think. If he think that he's going to go away with this, is lying. Okay? So the people that pay money to him, I've told you, or some of you called me today and I didn't pick call. So please send me the receipt, forward the receipt and all that, and then we start the procedure immediately. So, and when we have finished with him, we will come publicly and let Biafra know. At the end of the day, I know it is going to take time, because you know how police does. It's going to take time. But after that, I will make it public here how it ended. So I am telling him now to change that particular. I have checked, and he changed the name to Voice of Biafra. So I'm going to show people now, so that you will see that you have changed the name to Voice of Biafra. All right. So this is the page, and he has changed the name to Voice of Biafra, pretending to also be Simon Ekpa. This is him, Voice of Biafra. And if you check, this was created in February, and he already have 50 people following, who I don't know who they are. And I'm going to look at the names of the people that are following him. One moment. I'm going to check the name of the people that are following him. So if you look here, okay, the subscribers are not showing, but I think he subscribed to a different channel. So the subscribers are not showing here. But anyway, so this is him. So if you know that you have followed this page here called Voice of Biafra, go and remove yourself from criminals. Otherwise, whatever you see from there, before we finish what we are doing, before we finish what we are going to do to him. So it is not a business as usual. He also changed the Facebook to Voice of Biafra as well. Now I'm going to show you where he changed as well to Voice of Biafra on using the Facebook. He changed to Voice of Biafra. So it is also he must change and change the name, because he have a name. He has a name. He is not Voice of Biafra. So it is also to to all those criminals. They gathered and they are creating account to blackmail Simon Ekpa, because a lot of people that have paid money to them, will be saying they have paid money to Simon Ekpa. He did not pay money to me. So those of you who have paid money to them, you come forward, and so we can get your money back, okay? And then some of them who also created account in my name on Twitter have blocked the account, because Twitter is different. So Twitter have blocked the account, and so that one is taken care of. And I thank you all who always look for a way to come at those things, because they are out now too. But now we are going to use one person to set example at the end of the day. So it is probably going to be this guy we are going to use to set example. So whoever that is the one who collected that money will be the one that we are from there. It's gonna be the point of contact to the person that is going to pay the price. Note, I thank you very much for watching this program, and we are going to continue from where we stop tomorrow. Tomorrow, do not miss our program. We continue. Remember, sit at home. Tomorrow is our fundraising for the Eastern Security Network. Tomorrow is fundraising for Eastern Security Network, and I think you are the one calling me now. Hello. Hello. Okay, I think this is one of the victim. This is one of the victim is calling me. So tomorrow is a fundraising for Eastern Security Network. It's very, very important. Very, very, very important. Everybody must be there. 7 p.m. Biafra time. You have to be there. The link will be shared, and of course, we're going to stream it live. We are going to have another record. We'll break record tomorrow. So make sure you are part of this history that we are making. This person is calling, but the network is not connecting. Sylvanus, please send me a message. Send me everything, please. Send me everything. Not now, because I'm a little bit tired now. So we do that tomorrow. So please make sure you are part of the fundraising for the Eastern Security Network tomorrow, and it will start 7. It will start at 7 p.m. Biafra time. We are going to post the flyer. The flyer is already there. The flyer is already there. So the link will be shared. For the Zoom link will be shared tomorrow. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. Send email to info@ekpa.fi. info@ekpa.fi. All right. All right, we are going to say good night, and remember, it is very important. Be part of the fundraising tomorrow for the Eastern Security Network, 7 p.m. Biafra time. We are going to stream it live. It is going to be another breakthrough tomorrow. Be part of that particular exercise and register your name in the history book of Biafra. May God bless all of you. May God bless you really good. And may God bless Mazin Ambikano. May God bless Eastern Security Network. May God bless IPOB Autopilot Worldwide. May God bless Oduduwa Republic. May God bless the Middle Belt. May God bless Amazonia. May God bless Sunday Igbo and all Oduduwa agitators. May God bless you all and remain blessed. I love you all from here, and good night.
You must listen to her. Of course, You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making. I must listen to him. Very, very important.